Lindsay, you have a question?
Yeah. Is there another method we could use?
Sure, we can also do this using elimination. Right here we again have a quadratic equation with a linear equation. We can now use the elimination method to also solve these. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply -1 by the linear equation so I can use the elimination method and add. Essentially you can just subtract them, but that's also the same thing as multiplying a -1 through everything. Okay, so I come over here and I'm adding these two equations after I have distributed the -1 to the linear equation. So to change the linear equation from y equals -x minus 7 to be -y equals x plus 7. We're going to add these. The y's cancel out and I'm left with 0. The x squared falls down almost like Tetris, right? X minus 4x is -3x, and 7 minus 5 is +2. We now have 0 equals x squared minus 3x plus 2. We can use any of our methods again to factor this, right? See what's going to happen. So, is there anything that multiplies to be 2 and adds to be -3? Jess?
-2 and -1.
Is that what you're going to say, Tommy? Good. So 0 equals x minus 2 and x minus 1. And if we check, -2 times -1 is +2, and -2 plus -1 is -3, so it's going to work out. Using the same thing as before, the zero product property, we know 0 equals x minus 2, and 0 equals x minus 1. So when we add 1 to each side, we're going to get x equals 1. And when we add 2 to each side, we know x is going to equal 2. Again, we know these are not our answers. These are just the x coordinates in both of the solutions we're going to have. We're going to have 2 answers. So we're going to have 2 comma something and 1 comma something. We can substitute those into the original equations. Okay? So I'm going to use y equals -x minus 7. And I'm going to substitute in 2 for x. So y equals the opposite of 2 minus 7. -2 minus 7 is -9. So my answer, one of them, is 2 comma -9. Alright, let's do it again, but this time we're going to substitute in 1 for x. So the opposite of 1 minus 7 is -8. So my other answer should be 1 comma -8. I can then substitute those into the quadratic equation, the original one, and prove that they are both the